Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Pisces Soul Tribe. I want to get into some general messages for you. And of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. Divine, what is in the news for Pisces at this time? Most important messages. What do they need to know at this time? So we have black sheep. So rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. So once again, I feel like, let's just say, you're in this extraordinary space. I feel like you yourself are striving to do things that no one has ever done before. Now, granted, that wasn't your intention, but it seems to be your destiny to do something that other people haven't done. And if it is something that's created already, you're getting ready to change the tune of it because you have a different approach that is not like any other. I feel like that's also why you may have difficulty maybe finding the resources to do this, people believing in you here as well. But there's something about you that is uniquely different amongst a group of individuals. If people have one talent, you have four, just to say something like that. Divine, can you clarify the nature of black sheep? Yeah. So machismo. So masculine pride, toxic masculinity, as well as meeting manly expectations. So I don't feel like it's any of those necessary, but I do feel like you step in your power. I feel like by yourself, solo as an individual, being that black sheep separated, from people, standing alone by yourself. I feel like there's a superpower in this. And I feel like when you are in this particular space, you have nothing that is distracting you. Very strong space that is working for you in this moment. Divine, what else is in the news? So we have tiptoeing. So avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. So I do feel like at this present moment, maybe there are individuals around you. This could be concerning some workspace. This could be concerning closer bonds and connections that you do have, but I would just definitely say take the message as it resonates. So someone around you could possibly be lying, could be avoiding getting caught, could be avoiding some type of conversation. And I feel like they're doing this because they don't want to be seen. Divine, clarify tiptoeing. Yeah. So we have numbing. So self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. So there's somebody in your energy who doesn't want to admit something. Someone is definitely avoiding something, numbing, trying to forget, even if it's only for a moment. Somebody's also trying to make something not seem like it is painful here as well, or make it seem like they haven't done something as hurtful, or in the midst of a conversation, a serious conversation that you could be having with someone could be avoiding the issue with like some form of small talk. And it's like, no, let's get to the heart of the matter, because ain't nobody playing. Nobody has time to be playing like this. Divine, what else is here? What else is in the news? Yeah. So the cleanse, so detox, ridding negativity, as well as purification. So I feel like right now you are in this process of ridding negativity. I feel like you yourself are in a direction of positive movements forward. Okay, things that elevate, uplift, and encourage. And I feel like if it's not any of those things, you're removing it out of your space, out of your energy. I feel like you don't have time to be playing with people. That's just what I feel. Like I feel like there's a mission, there's a goal, there are things that you want to achieve. Now, this isn't to say that you don't know how to have fun, but playing games with people, absolutely not. The cleanse, divine. The cleanse here. Yeah, so we have love bombing. So overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. Yeah. So I feel like there's this thing about you when you start to avoid people, when you dismiss people, when you get people out of your energy, when you don't talk to people, when you don't communicate to people. People feel this differently coming for you. I feel like you yourself were a very solid friend, partner, all of those things. Not perfect, but solid. And I feel like there's possible people who took that for granted. And I feel like it's the old saying and song, don't it always seem to go, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. And I feel like this is also one of those moments. Now, somebody may not be, in distress, sad or anything like that, but I do feel like somebody in some capacity is going to try to get back in your energy, whatever that be. That may be friends, family, romantic partners, or whatever. And you can do what you feel is necessary in that particular moment. But I also feel like you need to set boundaries and let people know. Divine, last one here for me, please. Yeah. So we have sipping. So nosy, spreading rumors, and gossiping. This isn't you. I don't gossiping. Like, yeah, absolutely not. Divine, clarify the nature of this. I'm pretty sure it's about you. I mean, because why else would it come up? I definitely feel like it's about you. I feel like people are having conversations about you. This could be what you're doing now, the fact that you're not around, the fact that you have dismissed people, that you aren't paying people any mind or any attention. I feel like in some way this does bother people, because I feel like people feel like just because of the longevity of relationships, never mind that you were a treacherous individual. It's like, never mind any of the things that you did unwarrantedly, but I'm supposed to still care. I'm still supposed to show love, and you haven't shown any of those values, and you may have been right in their face. I feel like that's just an interesting space, but let's see what we have here. Yeah. So we have fed up. So over it, not having it, frustrated. So yeah, I feel like you're not about to be around this space. People are allowed to do whatever they want to do, but you're definitely not putting up with it. You don't want to be around that nonsense. So yeah, the cleanse, sipping as well as fed up. There have been conversations about you, still conversations about you, but you don't care, and I feel like you're not around that. But this goes to show the growth of other individuals. Divine, overall news concerning all of this. What is the overall energy? Okay. So we have legal. So court paperwork as well as filed. And Divine, why legal? What is the news as far as that? Okay. So supersize me. So doing too much, excessive overindulgence. And give me one more, Divine, because what I feel like is, I feel like in some capacity you could be coming into something. You could be receiving some sort of settlement, something in a will, something that you weren't expecting. Okay, let's just say you went through the drive-through, and instead of with your meal they gave you a medium fry, they gave you a large fry because they cooked too many fries. So maybe there's something about you getting more than what you expected here, or getting something that you didn't expect. You were expecting something, you were expecting the medium fry, but I feel like you're in some capacity about to get more. So legal, divine, and supersize me. Can I have one more to round off the energy here? Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we have key player. So important person playing an essential role as well as irreplaceable. I feel like in some capacity you are about to be a boss in your own right. A lot of these cards, I mean, granted, like look at this, is a very sizable deck. We have turned at the bottom of the deck. So party, animal, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. I don't think this has anything to do with you, but I feel like people are going to want to have a ball with you. So what I feel like is you in some capacity are about to be a key player, and I feel like all of these cards, the bulk of them continually and repeatedly come out in all of these readings. I've seen all of these cards, and I, as I was showing you, I have this entire deck. So there's just something very significant about some sort of come up, you being off to yourself, you cleansing yourself, you ridding yourself, you making room, you not being around. I feel like in some capacity, something tangible is about to come in your airway. And I feel like you are about to benefit from that in a major way. You really are. And I feel like this is going to move you from the background to the forefront. Yes, absolutely. Especially if you're an artist too, no matter what form of artist that is. Divine, what is the overall message here? Overall message, Divine? That's never happened. Okay. Wait till we get all the way to the end. Okay. So 2 came out. So let's see. So we have 8. So trapped in fear. And then we have disruption. So 16. Okay. So disruption. That's interesting. 8 and 16. So doubles are significant. Divine, clarify trapped in fear and disruption. Silent today. So we have solitude. So yeah, it's coming out by itself. So definitely some form of black sheep. So I wanted to say off to, off to oneself, separated. I definitely feel like you are owning the title. Black sheep, solitude 9. Yeah, I feel like in a lot of ways, in a previous space, you were restricted and you needed to set yourself free. Chronological synchronicities, once again, are going to be very significant. You could be seeing things in chronological order. So 8, 9, and then we have 8 to 16. So something very significant here about being right where you're supposed to be. Yeah, being right where you're supposed to be. We have passion ignited at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you definitely could be igniting a spark. 9, solitude, definitely hermit, some form of discovery here. I feel like you, above everything else, are acknowledging yourself. I feel like you are getting a lot of insight, gaining a lot of information about yourself, possibly through the gaining information about the struggles that you've been through, those experiences that you've had with other people. Some of you all could be even questioning the reason why. Divine, tell me about the 9 being in solitude. So we have triumph. So the number 7 here as well. So triumph. So I do feel like, once again, as we were saying earlier, you have success with being by yourself. You get a lot done. Some of you get a lot done when you're off to yourself because you don't have anyone else to worry about. There's no one else to consider other than yourself, unless what you do is connected and tied to many other people. Okay. Divine, what else is here? So we have foundation and achievement. So definitely giving that 4 of Wands type of vibes. I feel like right now you are successful by yourself. I feel like you're going to also establish a lot of victories. Okay. Recognition and reward. So I definitely feel like, once again, there's something that you're going to achieve, or something you're going to receive in tangible form, that is going to be evidence for other people, not for you, because for you this is just an accolade. This is an award, if you will, but something that you're going to achieve, some form of recognition, is going to be evidence that you achieved exactly what you said you would do. I feel like like a lot of people, doubted that you would actually really even become anything, because I feel like you, black sheep, you went outside of the norm. You didn't do things that other people did. I feel like if there was an individual who was going to go after some form of dream, it would be you, amongst a friend group or amongst family, friends. If someone was going to go after a dream, it would be you. And I feel like that's what you did. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like you could have possibly been doing this for many years. Not even gotten any ground with it. For some of those years, it was practice. Some of those years, it was getting used to what it feels like. And I feel like it's steps, maturity here. Okay. I feel like you learned a lot of lessons throughout life. And I feel like those other lessons that you learned throughout life are also going to be advantageous. They're going to be useful resources and tools to take that over into something that you're getting ready to do. Divine 4 being the foundation as well as achievements. Definitely the beginning of something. I'm hearing patience is a virtue too. So we have mental conflict that came out in a 2. So 4 and 2, another divisible split. And then we have 6, memories of love. So things going in twos. So 2, 4, 6 here. So memories of love, mental conflict, as well as a foundation. So for some of you all, there's a struggle here. And I feel like the struggle is, like the card says, mental. I feel like you are experiencing, and I wouldn't even say that it's very strong, but you're having moments of where's your partner? Where's my love? And I feel like that's okay. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it's normal to want someone in the space, especially when you're going after things, when you're achieving things, when you're doing a lot. Because I feel like there's someone here, who's in hermit mode, who's solo, who's doing many different things by themselves. And I feel like that's possibly the struggle. Like, you're getting the achievements, you're getting things done, but I feel like you're waiting, for that partner. Divine, clarify, please. Okay. So we have triumphant success. Excuse me, success. And then we also have another 6. So third eye chakra. Okay. So intuition is very significant, things of the mind. Okay. I feel like you could possibly be guided in a particular direction. So there's definitely something here your intuition is trying to tell you. I feel like your intuition is letting you know that, now may not be the time for that, another partner. But I feel like it's not like that forever. It's just for a particular moment. Okay. Divine, third eye chakra. What is the significance here? Okay. Another 6, victory and success. So 666 is very significant here. 66 is a solo number here as well. So the point of it all is balance here. I feel like those things that you did lost, you're getting ready to gain. And I feel like your intuition is leading you into a path of victory and success. There's something that you yourself are to obtain as a solo individual before someone else comes into your energy. I feel like this is meant to ground you. This is meant to establish you. This is meant to make you be far more attractive than where you are now. And that's not even to say where you are now is a bad space. I feel like there's some sort of elevation. There's some sort of growth. Supersize me. Anything that's supersized is bigger. It's noticeably bigger here as well. So something about just achievements, being able to establish oneself. Divine, can I have one more? Clarify, please. So rest and rejuvenate. So number 4, giving 4 of swords type of energy. I feel like once you achieve something, you're going to be able to rest easy. I feel like all of the work is for a particular point, and at some point you are going to rest. A vacation is going to be significant for you all. Some of you all have planned trips. I feel like you're going to be able to relax, excuse me, have clear mind, just as the card implies, with triumphant success giving Ace of Swords vibes, so I feel like things are going to be made clear. Definitely something about a clear path. Yeah, something definitely about a clear path. Divine, last few messages, possible outcomes. Okay. So we have 9, fulfillment of wishes. We have the solar plexus chakra, number 3. And then we have moving on. So the number 6. So things moving in threes now. So 3, 6, 9. I believe that's Nikolai Latesso 369. Yeah. So something about that could be significant here as well. Yeah. So there's also something here about you moving forward in a solo path, centering yourself. Definitely something here about centering yourself. I feel like your intuition is going to guide you moving forward here as well. A compass could be significant. Okay. An old school pocket watch as well, but also something about time. It definitely is time to move forward. This could be time to pick up a project, time to do something, time to listen to your intuition about moving forward on doing something here as well. Divine, can I have one more, please? Okay, so yes, for authority. So stand up. Authority being emperor energy, becoming the boss. Okay, so as I said, something about being in charge of something is very significant here. I feel like in this present moment you are stepping in your power, and you are having very fond success with that. I feel like being by yourself at this time is a superpower. It is not a hindrance for you. I feel like if someone comes along, they'll come along. And I feel like, once again, we can't ignore how we really truly feel, or those thoughts that center our minds sometimes. Although solitude may be purposeful, intentional, and all of those things, I feel like sometimes we all have moments where we're like, how long will this last? It will not be like this always. Okay. Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. If you do need a personal reading from me, book that before the end of April, because at the end of April, I will be discontinuing, I'm saying it's like this is, something that's on the shelf. I will be putting readings on hold indefinitely, putting my focus into other things for you all as well as the channel and for myself. Okay. And of course, remember to conquer this day. Okay. Bye, guys.